Yep. Alright. So it's been so long that we've done this, I don't even quite remember where we were.
I do. We were like just right there.
Yep.
Alright, here we go.
Alright, okay, so apparently, so this is the second iteration. All the weird stuff has already happened. But it's not over yet, because stuff is still happening. So there will be differences in this. So, like, everybody might think, oh, this is just Yuri's first, picture route first thing. But no, there are differences, so pay attention. So, like, mostly pay attention to her eyes.
Got it.
Okay? But you also still have to read.
Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger.
I have to remember how to
I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. As if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. There's the eye. Are you ready?
I mean, that happened in the first one.
Yeah.
But there are differences. Oh, I didn't read it. To turn the page. It's been a while, guys.
Sorry.
It's been a while, guys.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. I've avoided this like the plague.
Yeah.
I think I got a bit distracted for a second.
I got a bit distracted for a second.
I glanced over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah.
Just the tenseness. He's just waiting. It's great.
Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Sorry.
You're good.
Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri? This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
No! I don't relate to this character at all! Definitely not!
Really? I was just thinking of the way she second-guesses things she says and all that.
You notice it's different?
Yeah.
Before she kind of was just like, what do you mean? This time she's like, no, what do you mean? Ha, ha, ha,
Yeah. Her eyes are a little bit more buggish.
Yeah. That's what you were talking about. Sorry. Do you remember what she said the book was about?
Yes.
Yeah. So, you're saying the main character reminds you of her. I thought you meant something else about her.
Something else?
Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So, I don't know what that I don't know why that came into my head.
Are you feeling alright?
No, she's not.
Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little...
My breathing?
Sorry. Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat.
I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water.
Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about?
Jackson?
Hi.
Did something just happen now? I said that wrong, but fuck you guys.
Eh? I have no idea. Don't think I've forgotten about you.
Monica.
Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess.
So you don't know anything?
Sorry, I can't say I did. Are you relieved that I don't know anything? Or are you irritated that I don't know anything?
You can't.
What is the answer, Monica? Answer the fucking question,
Give us
Monica.
the answers, Monica. We know you can hear us.
We know you're listening.
Oh my god.
You can close your eyes and be all oblivious all you want. We know that you're listening right now. Open your freaking eyes.
Do like the Taken thing. Do you know it? It's like, I don't, like, it's like...
I have a very specific set of skills that I have obtained from many years of work. If you release my daughter now, that will be the end of it. But if you continue, I will find you, and I will kill you. I probably butchered that. I haven't seen Taken.
That's better than anything I would have said, so it's fine.
Alright. Are you worried about her?
Oh, no, not really.
Of course you aren't.
I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her.
No, nothing.
You sure, Jackson? Don't worry. I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming.
Alright, you say so.
I'm slowly getting back to the voices. God help me when Natsuki hits. Oh god. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other?
Eh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri?
Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay?
Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, and then slip it back into my bag.
Alright, so who do you want to tell your poem to first, and whose poem do you want to read first, I guess? Natsuki or Monica?
I hate Monica with a vengeance,
But
tradition is tradition.
That, and remember, she does give the information.
I should start with Monica. Yesterday, she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in the effort. Sorry.
Hi, Jackson! Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good! Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
I keep thinking about, like, one guy who went through it, I think it was the Game Grumps, they gave Monica, like, a heavy robot voice.
Oh my god. We tried to do, I think it was the Game Grumps, because we tried to do that when I did it with my friends, and we actually had the guy in our group playing, well, the guy who wasn't the main character guy.
I am Monica.
No, we were playing this, and like we had him doing it because even though he's like the guy of the group, he is the sassiest one out of all of us. So like we had him playing Monica. Plus he's also kind of like an actor, so we were like he could do Monica. And every single time we started this, he would do a different voice, and the best one was he made her sound like this old prostitute lady. He was like, "Hello, everybody," and it was just great. At one point, it was just like, "Hello, I am Monica," and then it was just like one was just like, "Oh my gosh, it was so great." But my favorite one's the one who was like, "Hello," especially because we named the character Poppy. So at one point he was like, "Hello, Poppy," and it was just beautiful.
It sounds beautiful.
It was great.
I only wish that you got it on video.
I do too.
Alright, go.
Okay.
Alright, I'll keep that in mind.
Okay.
Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
I clicked you. Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
Sure. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Seriously, why would... I guess he's like the stereotypical guy in every harem thing.
Yeah.
He's just a dick that just kind of like tumbles through life, and these girls just like fall for him.
Yeah.
And it's bullshit. It's not fair.
Don't worry, Jackson. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. Sorry.
Don't do that. He's doing that hand fart thing. Oh my god.
I didn't mean to do that, but I'm so glad I did. Alright. I hand Monica my poem.
Great job, Jackson. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. Yeah.
Got it.
It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why. Oh yeah, because we wrote it for Yuri.
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep.
That's because I'm as shallow as a kiddie pool.
I guess I underestimated you.
No, you really didn't. This guy's an ass.
He's just writing for the girl with the biggest tits.
Nah. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low.
Ditto, dude.
That way, it always counts when I put in some effort.
Yep. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism? Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing, though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier. I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time.
Suddenly the door opens.
Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Eh? Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. That was a strange sentence. All right. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now.
I'm scared to read Yuri's poem, if I'm being honest.
If it's the one I think it is, you should be scared, but I don't think that's until next time. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now?
Sure, let's read another poem about the obvious symbolism that this is a video game!
Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see.
Overcorrecting narcissism! Yay! Well, wait, that's you.
Oh, well, let's read it then.
Hole in wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glance at my surroundings. Why is this thing not working? There we go. But my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears? The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, and why the fuck? Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen.
Okay, yeah, she's talking about how, like, she wants to get out and bone me.
Basically, actually, so yeah. So, what do you think?
I understood the extremely obvious symbolism of that you're a computer program. Shocking, right?
Mm.
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines, and I'm not good at timing between words and lines, so that probably was really bad reading for me. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful, unlike when I just performed it out loud because I can't recite for shit.
What was the inspiration behind this one? The fact that you want to bone me?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yes, something like that.
I'm
kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try... Well, yeah, okay, I can't read. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later.
Is that the tip for just, like, if you don't know which girl you want, like, to click on, just click on something and then try to overcorrect later?
Anyway, wait, another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. Do you get the symbolism there?
Yeah.
So just move your hand and go with the flow.
Alright. You know what? If she's just gonna take over this video game world, I'm sorry. Sayuri is already dead, so I might as well just go along for this roller coaster.
That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay. We're probably like at 20 minutes right now.
Yeah, that's good enough.
Alright, so we'll read Natsuki and Yuri's poems in the next one.
Bye.
Bye, guys.